The views and opinions of the hosts and guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views of the management and staff of Guardian Radio.
The aftermath of every social revolution brings about change. Cultural norms and landmarks shift as our minds and hearts expand beyond the familiar. To everything, there is a season and a time to every purpose in the land of the living. This is our time to renew, revive, and restore the hope lost to the busyness of life. This is our time to dig again and rebuild from the storms of our past on a solid footing that holds. Welcome to The Foundation.
The Foundation. Foundation.
The Foundation of Hearts Grant is brought to you by Alive, Bahamas Welding and Fire, Burger King, Commonwealth Bank, Duty Free Caribbean, Easy Car Sales, Everybody Wins, Grand Bahama News, Janae's Uniform Center, Kelly's Home Center, Prince Masters, Bronze Electric Motors, the Water and Sewage Corporation, and Wendy's.
Christmas comes but once a year. Friends and families come from far and near. They come for the sunshine, they come for the breeze. They come to see our street parades. But the sun's all aglow. Come and enjoy our liquid snow. Come at Christmas and get a tan. Come where snowmen are made of sand. Grab your cowbells, let it ring. Come and see how we do our thing.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. 96.9 FM radio. Howard Grant and your company, The Foundation, live and in full effect as we get a little couple days away from Christmas. My God, we got 12 days out here doing our thing. I hope you guys are getting prepared. Getting you spending all your money, putting it aside. If you put it aside all year, my God, this time you can't get in 2025. Not this year. So make sure you be able to do that, guys. It's a beautiful day. Grateful to be in your company. It is Friday, December 13th. Friday the 13th. It is wild out here. I hope that you guys are good and being able to, kind of take care of yourselves and with these things. I don't know about you, but if I get it, I know you get it. I'm looking at this missing child alert, Marcos alert, missing Renice Smith, 13 years old, from Windsor Lane, New Providence. Last seen Tuesday, December 10th, 2024, leaving her residence. Light brown complexion, 5 foot 6 inches, slim build. And if you're seen, give them a call give the police a call at 919. I'll hit the CID up at 502-999-1502, 502-9992. So the information's in there. You could be able to tap on that if you got this, and you could be able to see her right there and see exactly what's what. So some things that, it ain't quieted down as we move towards Christmas. We can still have a good conversation and talk to you about those things. Got to shout out my good, decent people over at AFS Insurance Agents and Brokers. All those persons getting yourselves prepared. You can't carry your car that's unlicensed into a new year. Go get your car licensed, get those things taken care of. The most affordable on the island, says Howard. I got to say it because I don't know all the prices. But I know that these are the people that I go to, and they take very good care of me. 341-1-AFS, 341-1-AFS. They get everything taken care of. Ask for my good friend Ethric Bow or Mr. Richardson. They can take good care of you in that space. Pick up your Guardian newspaper. Junkanoo to proceed. Wayford Valley boys to participate in fun group category. And that's final. Now, I guess we can read the story and find out whether or not they was able to keep the $30,000. We can talk about that things. Public can judge who the real Valley Boys are. And this is the information that's in there. You can just pick up your Guardian newspaper and see exactly what's what. Sands says that we can't afford not to have a commission of inquiry. This is what the Free National Movement chairman, Dr. Dwayne Sands, has said in an announcement on the police commissioner handover expected soon. This is bananas that you tell us they changed, and now we got to wait to see if the change really happened, and this is a lot. But before we dive into those things, I got to tell you, man, yesterday I told you I had a good time down there at New Life. New Life, they had everything available as it relates to health and wealth, and really being able to put yourself in a good position, your mind, body, and spirit, holistic living, and what we ingest in ourselves. So we were down there yesterday. We didn't have an opportunity to be able to kind of expand the way that we normally do on Thursdays. We often hear on Thursdays, over the past few months, significantly and consistently, we've been hearing from art development and art construction, the future of construction, with the MST bar. And my good friend Avery Lightbourne always being able to tell us about this concept and idea for modern construction, for the fiber reinforcement polymers. Well, ladies and gentlemen, today he is in the house to talk to us about what's going on with MST bar. My brother, say good afternoon to the people out there.
Good afternoon to the people out there.
Good
Season's
afternoon.
greetings to all of my Bahamian people.
He's a decent man.
Season's greetings to you.
You look good for Christmas.
I try, and my daughter celebrated her 6th birthday
When?
day before yesterday, and
On the 11th?
I cried.
You need to stop it.
Yeah.
Hold
I
on.
cried.
Your baby born on December 11th?
Yes.
And she's 6 years old?
Yes.
Gabriel born on December 11th and he's 6 years old.
No.
I honest to Jesus.
You in Temple of Sink.
Hold on. Our ovary sinking. Don't make me laugh. I didn't know that.
No, seriously. Seriously.
My son just turned 6. Your daughter just turned 6.
Yes.
No, we
yes.
should have a party together.
Next year.
No, seriously.
Definitely.
Okay, but
I
Templar passed me the other day. She tell you.
Yes.
Okay, so you know where he is.
Yes,
Praise God.
I
all right.
ratified you.
Okay, praise God. We're going to be able to have something, guys. It's an exciting thing to be able to find those things like that, right? But tell us about what's happening with MST Bar, man. And you've been out there, you've been agitating, you've been advocating, you've been speaking about this. You've been speaking about it on Nailed It, really putting yourself out there to be able to talk about what's happening, what needs to happen. You're in the papers today. The contractors select a board and officers, and you're dead smack in the center of that. Looking good. Talk to me about it. Talk to me about
Yes,
these steps that you're making for conservation.
Well, thank you very much, Howard, for allowing me the opportunity. I'm going to try and be quick. We're just moving as the time moves. We're trying to keep current with what we have with stock, and MST Bar has been so great as a partner, making sure that we have the inventory on the ground. I mean, right now we're backed up with shipping because of whatever, maybe the holidays and I guess weather. But the industry itself is taking advantage of these products, especially those persons who have personal projects, not so much at a big scale projects, but just the local persons. Thank you, my Bahamian people, the family islands here in Nassau and Freeport, Utrecht, Zuma, Berry Islands, Inagua. We're all over the Bahamas, and we just want to thank everybody that has looked, researched, and help us out with promoting this product as the best product to use moving forward with our construction. I'd also like to thank the BCA for extending an arm out to me to join them in this venture of revolutionizing construction and implementing certain policies that would help us in the construction industry to be better, to do better, to be able to have more training. I mean, I'm very excited about the team, and I just want to thank Mr. Leonard Sands and Debbie Deal and their team for welcoming me on board and feeling that I have a contribution to make to the country.
I think you do have a contribution to make. Your agitation, consistent agitation, persistent agitation to be able to talk about what's happening and talk about the necessity for us to be able to look at what's the wider thing, the macro picture for the country, and being able to make a determination that if we make these particular changes, if we shift in these areas, longevity, we could find life and a future if we do these things like that. Your agitation says there must be another step in these particular areas to be able to do for yourself.
Well, yeah, and I think that leading with what you said, I think that there are a lot of other products. There are a lot of other stuff that businessmen like myself, young entrepreneurs, have to offer. It's just about engaging them and giving them the opportunity. I mean, the world is our playground now when it comes to anything that we want to invest in. And we have the skills, we have the knowledge, and we have the go-getters who are going to pioneer these industries. We just have to embrace them and embrace them seriously. Like when we identify a skill or when we identify a product or when we identify a person that is going to bring things like this to the Bahamas, we need to embrace them. That's how I feel. and in business, give them the tools that they need and the help that they need to continue this kind of work. This is the only way we're going to be able to build a country. We cannot depend on the government to do all the work when we have citizens there who can do the work. We cannot. We cannot rely on the government to have all of the answers. What I think that their role should be is to facilitate when they find or discover persons like myself and other entrepreneurs out there who are bringing and pioneering these revolutionary ideas, to look at what it is, make sure it's authentic, make sure it's sustainable.
So vet it.
Yes, you can vet it. You can vet it.
Vet it first, and then afford an opportunity for people to be able to kind of grab hold.
Right.
And you know what? And you know, I don't want to get political with this, and not any one political organization or another, but from an administration standpoint, from a governmental standpoint in our country, it's sort of a folklore that you know, gatekeepers don't afford a lot of young entrepreneurs opportunity to get into the door. Is anything changing? Are you still having a significant fight?
So, I mean, there's always going to be a significant fight because the competition is going to get wider. Persons are going to find out, like what I'm doing. People are now getting on board and they're finding other sources where suppliers are trying to provide this to the Bahamas. I've gotten a few calls from different suppliers. I have a relationship with MST Bar out of Canada, and that's a great relationship, and I'm not going to destroy that. But there are challenges that we're going to have at every level, and we just have to be able to sit down and work and push through it. Sometimes the powers that be could be stubborn, whether that's through bias, whether that's through I don't want to mash any corns, whatever it is, the obstacles are there, but the main thing is to stick with it. And I say to every entrepreneur and persons that are trying to get in, stick with it and push forward. The main thing is that the truth don't lie. Right?
It's the truth.
So, and information and access to information, you can't go about trying to fool the public with something that you're trying to offer. Those days of conning, you have to be really good to con in this environment right now. With technology and the information, it's hard. So I think that there's always going to be what you're saying. And I think that the government, they will look at things if it's presented in a way that they're asking. We have organizations like the Small Business Access Accelerator and different persons that deal with different organizations that deal with persons like myself. And I think the more that the government allows these entities to partner with them and work in this way, it relieves them and they can actually fix them lights and roads and stuff that we complaining about.
They should be able to do it.
Yeah, but I mean, I think we have to be fair to every government and on both sides. I've seen both of them, and I've seen the good and bad of both of them. While I embrace my political choice, the fact remains I can speak truth. And that's what we have to do with each other. We have to be truthful and we have to be honest and genuine with each other. And that's from every level. We have to have the heart. First of all, you should have the heart for the people if you're in politics. Your heart has to be in it because you are serving a people. And so if your heart ain't in it, then you ain't genuine.
You shouldn't be here.
You shouldn't be in politics if your heart ain't in it. And Howard, I think we have to be political with a lot of stuff. Why? Because policies are passed through a political process. You understand? Policies are, commands and rules and regulations are passed in different organizations, which are subs. But the government and getting involved with policies being put before our parliament with changing our country needs to be, has to go through the legislative board, which government controls. So to say, I'm not political, and you out there advocating, oh, I'm not political. Come on, advocating is politics. So what we have done is we have connected politics to dirty. And I think we need to separate that, because until we separate that, our children are going to see it as going into some, we want them to, we say the future of our nation, so where they can serve to change policy. The church has its place.
And they're afraid of getting into that.
Yes, yeah. The church has its place, and I believe the church has to be influential into politics. It's in our Constitution. But we try to say, separate the church and politics. Well, those principles that we have when it comes to governing who you are as a person, that comes from morals. Your moral standing determines the type of politician you're going to be. So they all tie in. And so we have to find that sweet spot where, look, We want good people at the helm making policies. We want people who are actually trying to grow this country, right? We want people that are looking at the good ideas and the best ideas to bring to this little 21/7, less than 1 million people. And we want to make sure we act on it.
Less than 500,000 people.
Absolutely. And we got to act on it. We need to shut it down. We have a number of things that we have to fix. I don't think the government can fix it on their own. They need partners. We are their partners. Where the partners coming from? We're complaining about foreign influence. Where are the partners coming from if we're
Gotta come from
sitting down?
the community.
Yes.
But talk to me about this. Are we, and only looking at it from your sphere, from your neck of the woods as it relates to what you're doing with the MST bar, right? Are we educating enough? Are we touching enough persons? Do you see enough light bulbs going off into minds, into the hearts of people? Is the language changing in our community? Do we hear people talking conservation? Do we hear them talking about sustainability? Do we longevity and being able to leave a legacy? Do we hear at least an inkling of a shift that's happening, or is our labor in vain?
Well, I don't think the labor is in vain. We do hear those conversations happening. I think that when we embrace it or engage it in a regular conversation on the streets, the corner talks, that means it's getting out there. And the corner boys are talking. Listen, the construction industry have a lot of the corner boys, and they know. They just call it the fiber steel. We're trying to get them to say, hey, fiber rebar. Rebar is reinforcement bar. But when they on the corner, they talking about the fiber steel. When you start to hear it there, and then you start to hear it up, I think the message is getting there. Do we have enough evangelists? You can never have enough evangelists when it comes to change, right?
Evangelists.
Yeah, that's what they are. I mean, we don't have
And
enough.
disciples.
Yeah, that's what we do. We when you're pushing stuff like what we're pushing, we're changing the generations to come. That's what we're doing. We're pioneering. This is something that is being pioneered to change something that we are a norm. This is a shocker in the industry, right? We're going to be, I hope that it's written in the annals of history. I don't mind me getting my name there, but I ain't looking for the name as much as I'm looking for everybody to benefit from this, because guess why? It's so good to be remembered for pioneering this and changing it, because, and everybody was able to benefit from it. Then I think I would have done my job in this industry and this side, and this lifetime when it comes to my contribution to society. My main thing is to take care of my family. I have a son who needs special attention. I'm dealing with that every day of my life. So my wife and I are entrepreneurs. We have to travel a lot with him to do surgeries and different stuff like that. And we want to be there for him at his every waking moment after all of those surgeries. And that takes money. And so we want to make the money from it. But pioneering this is a feat, but we want everybody who's in this business of selling reinforcement, and there are going to be other things, but reinforcement, it starts, the foundation. Once this year's show is the foundation, right? Well, we're dealing with foundational products. This is the foundation. If we build on this product right now, we can see generations saving so much money.
I like this.
This is it's a big thing, Howard, and I thank you for allowing me to be here to ramble on about it.
No, you're not rambling. I think a lot of persons recognize your passion. They understand these particular things. For the most part, when we look throughout our society, sort of have our beacon on to see if we can identify the passion that exists in these subsectors. And so whilst we're seeing what you're doing now, we here at the foundation have recognized your passion and want to afford you an opportunity to be able to talk about it. Nailed it, understood your passion, and all those persons who afforded you an opportunity, including the president, Leonard Sands, recognize your passion to be able to put you on the board. This is a passionate thing that you're doing.
Well, yeah, and he wasn't an easy cookie to crack. I don't want you all to think Leonard is.
But it's infectious. No, I know Leonard very well. He listened to me right now.
Listen, he dragged me through the ropes. Thank God. I ain't gonna tell Debbie the story because Debbie's more or less, compassionate with me. Leonard dragged me through the ropes with this in the middle of a trade show. I could remember. I think was our last heated conversation, and I posted something, and Leonard didn't agree with it, and he hit me personally and said, "Look here, this can't be right, and you can't be doing it." And we went back. I left the trade show. I gone outside. I was by the prison, right? I was outside. I went outside, and I make sure that the prison officers didn't think I was a prisoner escaping. But I went outside, and this man took about 15 minutes of my time. We back and forth. And I think at this point, we had really never met. We were only back and forth on the phone. And I think based on our conversation and our interaction there, he saw that I was serious. And then one or two other times we met. And he would get to introduce himself to me. And when we talked about it, and he said, Avery, is it cost effective for the average person in public, and can it do what it say it do? Then I in. But if you come in with a whole nother and so anyhow, and that's all she wrote. You see where I am now.
And he's in.
And he is all in, him and the team, Debbie D. They see the benefits of it for what it can do for our society. And I think that they
This is where
understand.
agitation gets you, my brother.
Yes, sir.
You got to be able to continue to agitate. Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about MST Bar.
Yeah.
You want you to be able to be a part of that. Fiber reinforcement polymers, all the information's there. Now, they are at the Dugard Plaza, right there in Palmdale, correct?
Yeah, upstairs in the back of McDonald's, there's a dental office in the back there. You just go upstairs to the dental office. You see a little tiny sign now. We're working on getting the big sign. Let's say ART, art. And you can reach us at 822-9527 or 603-4506. Asking for your calls. We do have some specials, but you have to call in because it's on particular products and I can't bring it off my head.
Yeah.
We do have some special end of year specials for the Christmas. Hopefully by next year we don't see much shipping change because that's the only thing that's gonna change.
Yeah.
The product is
Yeah.
it has a shelf life of 100 years. So I mean it could last.
You keep it outside in the shed, it's good.
Yeah, no. You have to cover it up though. Okay. Cover it up if you keep it outside. We want to protect the polymers that it's made out of, and of course over time it will affect, but a very long time. But in your buildings and in your walls, it's a lifetime product. So we want to make sure that everybody gets it in there. Once again, if you want to call 603-4506, call us and check out our specials for the Christmas. I would like everybody to have a safe and blessed Christmas. Go to Junkanoo. There will be Junkanoo. I will be on Bay Street.
Go to Junkanoo.
Hey, go to Junkanoo. That's our celebration. And come together.
Yeah.
Come together as one. We are vibrant people. Let us enjoy and appreciate our culture together and experience each other in love and kindness.
Is Avery Lightbourne being able to talk to us and give us a good word for Christmas? I like it, my brother. I appreciate you.
Thank
and
you.
Continue to climb the way that you're climbing. I got to
Appreciate
commend you. I like that because there isn't propulsion from an external influence. There's only your heart.
Yeah.
So keep pushing, keep moving forward and make some things happen.
Well, God is good all the time.
Yeah, my brother. Let's see if we can get together for Christmas.
Yeah.
Send your baby and my baby the same
And
age.
Howard, you got to go to church this Christmas.
I go to church every
reason
Sunday.
for the season.
Well, I haven't been to
Listen,
church last
I
week.
just had to call them people from church and tell them how influential they've been in my life. I call a few. I had very good influence from the church.
Yeah.
And so I can never neglect the quality of the people that are in church. Some had bad experiences, but the good ones are there.
Watch that Jamie Foxx thing. I told you that. Go watch that. Because just what you say,
can make
it's
you
the
cry.
exact same thing he said.
All right.
Go watch that. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take this quick break and going to get right back after this.
Yes.
Time for us to say Christmas time. It's time. Christ will have his day. Christ will have his day. It's Christmas time.
Tired of banks forcing you to use technology to bank the way they want you to? Your convenience is important. So no matter what your banking needs, Commonwealth Bank's friendly staff are always available in branch for that personal one-on-one service. But when you choose technology, our online and mobile banking app offers you state-of-the-art functionality. The choice is yours. Commonwealth Bank. Bank the way you want.
The King is at it again with the new Pepperoni Bacon King. This big and meaty sandwich has pepperoni, bacon, and more pepperoni piled on that 100% flame-grilled beef patty you love. The tastier was to add chipotle mayo, barbecue sauce, cheese, lettuce, and tomato, and serve it on a soft potato bun. So when you want a better burger, check out the Pepperoni Bacon King or try the new crispy chicken Pepperoni Bacon King. But get yours now because they're only here for a limited time and only at Burger King Nassau.
Great news! Ron's Electric Motors' new location on Cowpen Road, right next to Island Luck, is open Saturdays and Sundays. So for those needing repairs on electric motors, generators, welding machines, water pumps, battery chargers, electric lifts, transformers, and power tools, Ron's Cowpen Road location can have you up and running on weekends. Don't forget, you can still visit Ron's Electric Motors on Wolf Road and Claridge Road, and now Ron's new location on Cowpen Road. Dial 356-0249 or 323-5267.
This holiday season, the Water and Sewage Corporation is spreading joy with Deck the Halls with paid bills. Pay your bill in full by December 21st. Complete the entry form and you're entered to win amazing prizes like a hotel stay, round-trip Bahamas Air ticket, a 60-inch TV, and more. And here's the holiday bonus. Residential customers who pay within 15 days of the bill date get a 5% discount on their next payment. Don't miss out. Pay your bill in full today and celebrate the season with fabulous prizes. Visit WSC.com.bs for details.
Hello there, Merry Christmas, how you been?
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, 96.9 FM radio. Howard Grant and your company, the foundation, live and in full effect. A PM says that the Commission of Inquiry would be too expensive. Too expenses, like what Bishop Lawrence Wood would say, too expenses. Let's read this. This is from the paper yesterday. It popped out to me. We couldn't talk about it the way that we wanted because we were over at New Life. Shouts out to New Life. Continue to be able to do those things. Go down there and get yourself a CMOS smoothie. That thing was delicious yesterday. It was good. So go down there and check that out. I feel good being able to take that. So go down there to New Life and enjoy that. But this is what we read in the paper yesterday. The Prime Minister, Philip Brave Davis, said yesterday that the government has decided against calling a commission of inquiry because it's too expensive. That's crazy to me. That is crazy to me. I don't know who vets these things before you all release it. I just want to say that. I want to be decent because y'all smarter than me. All y'all smarter. 9,000 of y'all in the room, y'all smarter than me. But y'all let this come out of the room. And we, the Bahamian people, we got to read this and then try to make a determination. And after we reject this sort of idea, because our objective is to be able to reduce corruption entirely, and we reject this idea that this is too expensive, and now all your people got to go on the defensive mode, and then you got to go into your spinning corners to spin this particular thing, and the Prime Minister has already said what he said. We've decided against it because it's too expensive. My God, I'm losing $500 million a year. I sure the Commission of Inquiry ain't gonna cost you $500 million. I sure. If we're losing $500 million a year to corruption, this is based what the former Prime Minister has indicated, how expensive could it be to make modifications to this? This was, in my view, it don't look good. We have spent all type of money trying to be able to fight climate change, a global ghost that none of us could catch. We don't know when it can be. It's elusive. It's inevitable, but we don't know where it is, when it coming, how it coming. We have to make all determinations, get all kind of, to quantify that, to identify how we can do these things. But our Prime Minister is the Prime Minister of climate change. However, when it comes to corruption, and what exists here, the tangibility of corruption, the humidity in the air is not as a result of climate change. That is corruption that you feel when you walk in the Bahamas. That's what it is. Corruption. And our Prime Minister has indicated that we've determined that it will be to expect. My God. That is a wild thing to say. Let's see if we can read a little piece more. It says that in the wake of an indictment filed in New York, which alleges corruption in the Bahamas, police force and the defense force opposition members have called for a commission of inquiry. The Nassau Guardian asked Davis why the government decided not to, and let's go to A3. I got Garth in the studio right here with me so we can dive into these things, right? Not to go down that route, right? He said, we've examined the Commission of Inquiries, and it is an extremely expensive exercise. Isn't this the exact same thing that they said, Garth, as it relates to being able to go to a referendum for the change that we've been crying out for? Why, anytime it has to do with change, transformation of the way that things exist in our country for the betterment, as we, the people, just like how you all say, Junkanoo is not owned by the JCN, it is owned by the Bahamian people. Why do men ascend to these positions and forget that you're working for us? We are willing to carry the load, to pay the bill, of whatever it costs to see the eradication, if we have eradication of this corruption that exists in our society. But the men that we've put in place, after you've watched us, election season after election season, reject your leadership. Now is your time. And you've forgotten that you're working for the Bahamian people. God say good afternoon to the people out there.
Boy, it's an afternoon, I'll tell you that much. There's a whole lot going on. You know, you woke me up this morning with an alarm. You sent me a social media voice note from a particular individual.
We ain't got to get cute with it. I sent you a voice note that I listened to this morning, first thing,
Well, it sounded
from
like
Fred Mitchell.
It sounded like him.
That's Fred Mitchell. I come from his phone to my phone. He obviously got me on the little blast thing. I like that.
You like that?
No, I like the fact that he keep me in line.
Well, stop making me laugh on a Friday,
I keep waiting for Dwayne Sands to send me one. He never said none yet.
I saw Dr. Sands yesterday, by the way.
Yeah?
I have the picture in my phone. I went to the,
Oh, you took a picture with him?
I went to the FNM headquarters yesterday.
In your red shirt?
The first time in my life I've been in the FNM headquarters.
Really?
I was in the lobby. And I looked on the television screen.
What was in Burnett?
And guess what I saw? 9 FM.
They was listening. Good afternoon to all you guys down there.
On Monkey Street, yeah.
Tell Howard hi.
I also saw my good friend Charlie Major from the PLP yesterday. We had a conversation on Wolf Road. So definitely, Howard, people are out there campaigning as we speak. And with all this news you're now speaking about corruption and commission of inquiry, I just want to ask a question to you then, Howard, if I may. What was the benefit of the first commission of inquiry that we had in this country when we had a foreign prosecutor here? We paraded all of our ministers before the cameras, all of our, in quote, important individuals in terms of the interrogation before the cameras. What was the result of that commission, if you could remember?
The Commission of Inquiry's responsibility is to
expose.
It doesn't condemn. It only exposes. It only provides. It is similar to the walk of shame.
Okay.
Even though, in a political walk of shame.
Did we meet that objective?
I don't know. I think people become. They've calcified their skin, their back. They've become hard.
So maybe Brave Davis has some merit when he says it's a bit expensive, because what do we gain from all of this money, all of this parading, the circusry of it all? Is there really a true gain from a commission of inquiry?
Of course it is.
How do you count that? How do you measure that?
The next dispensation, the next leadership, the next era, the New Day administration, let's call it that, has a responsibility to identify, to expose, and to eradicate. That's it. Identify, to expose, to identify, to eradicate, however you want to be able to put them, whatever sequence. But at the end of that sequence, it has to be an eradication, a move towards being able to snuff out.
So I believe that presently through social media and word on the street that we've already exposed.
No.
We've identified.
No.
And these people are prepared to eradicate in the next general election.
No.
I believe that.
No. Everything that happens in social media, everything that happens on the street is informal. There's no formality to that.
It's going to be formal in the next election.
No, it still won't be formal. There's no.
When we kick you in your tail, it can be so formal that you can remember when you drive your Nissan Note and your next little friggin' cube. We can make it formal for you. And I'm telling you on the streets right now that the cast has been made. The pleas are being made, because when you look at the Fox Hill situation where you sent me that voice note, that was a plea from the chairman of the Progressive Liberal Party. We knew that they had the conclave. The ambition of the conclave was not a divine service. There ain't no God in that. Yes, sir. Okay. God ain't in that. That was them corralling the religious people together to make a plea to them.
The PLP?
Yes, to assist the organization of the Progressive Liberal Party for the next general election. And I know that for a fact, because I got a call. Remember, I'm former clergy. I may be Judas, but I'm still former clergy. And they called me. Me who ain't nobody, and they tell me what happened. And this Progressive Liberal Party asking for help and favor from the clergy of this country. I asking you all that. I tell you that. So when you're starting to charades
to the church,
you got to, because the church and the politician is the same people. That's why they get the Crown Land. That's why they get to build all these big church all over Gladstone Road, all over Marshall Road, all in the back of the bush. Could you get a piece of Crown Land?
Well, I've tried.
I tried to get it for the bees. I said, give me 3 acres. Let me have an incubator.
I haven't even got a call back
bees.
formally.
You don't get nothing back. And I know who Jesus is, and I can't get a piece of land. So what the hell they is in Fox? They're having a little party to say, you know what? You do for me, I do for you. That's what that's all about.
They have alleged from a social media standpoint.
See, go back to allege.
I got to go back to allege.
Go ahead to allege.
Because
go ahead.
Now I missed a call the other day.
You get me hot so early in the show, man.
This is how we have to do it.
Oh God,
it's
man.
Friday.
My heart beating, man.
You better take off your jacket now.
Yeah.
Okay, calm down.
But then if I take off my jacket, that's a red shirt underneath that. Oh, see, then you can tell me about the red again. And I've been in there.
They're looking at you right now.
Yeah, so I got on my Michigan jacket, this white and blue, with a little red underneath.
Well,
so
keep it on. Keep it
red,
on.
white, and blue.
Okay. And yellow.
And yellow.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Keep
Okay,
it on.
good.
Keep it on.
Let me sweat.
Okay, keep it on.
Uh-huh.
Now, I've seen some stuff come across my phone.
Yes.
From social media.
Informally, yes.
Alleging.
Yes.
That the culprit in galvanized support is my good friend Bishop. I ain't gonna call his name.
Your good friend Bishop.
He's a good bishop. He's supposed to be a good bishop. I know him.
You think he's a good bishop?
Yeah, I know him. I ain't gonna fight him. He can call in a minute.
Oh, my bishop. Our bishop. Our friend.
He can call in a minute.
He galvanized that. That's what they said. They allege.
This is what they said on the social media. He sent it to me. He said, how this what they say but me? Now, when he called me, I was indisposed. I can't answer. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let me just be very clear with you. Every day from over the past week and a half, when I came back, I've been cleaning up, wiping down, painting, fixing up. It's Christmas time.
How old your last baby is?
My last baby 2. But the one before that just turned 6 yesterday.
Okay, so 2. So you was indisposed.
Yeah,
it's Christmas time.
It's Christmas time. You got to clean up the place.
I count the months. I count 9. I count 9.
You can be all right. You
count 9. Go ahead. Right now you go. It's a grand.
Yeah. I'm not gonna fight. Yeah. So I clean it up, fixing up, and a couple of people keep calling me. And right after the show, I go right home. I cut the grass, do all these things, whatever I have to do, put up lights, whatever I have to do. It's Christmas time.
You do all of that?
Yeah, I didn't even get because...
You ain't get no pine tree from the forest?
No, I want... No, I don't go to the forest.
You can buy one?
Yeah, I can buy one.
What?
Yeah. I don't... Last time I gone to the forest, the tree was leaning, right? We had a shaky Christmas. It was too much, right? My mother bought one. We went in 8 Mile Rock. We got a lot of pine. We walked by there. She said, oh, this is a good one. When we started up in the house, the thing was leaning like this. I said, no, I don't think I would do that.
Usain Bolt.
Right? I said, like Usain Bolt.
Usain Bolt.
So I said, I can't get to the bishop right now.
Mm-hmm.
I looking over the information. I read the information. And I don't know if it sounds far-fetched, but I know that someone had to identify a culprit to say this couldn't be done by the conviction of people.
Okay.
This had to been done and orchestrated by someone who know this was, and I suppose he was the primary target for this particular thing.
I'm listening.
Okay. Now, the F&Ms gathered outside. Brave got to go.
Yeah.
Brave got to go. The F&Ms gathered outside.
The Bahamian people.
Right.
Who may be F&M?
But you see that this is an F&M blitz.
You said that.
I said this to you. I said what we saw Bay Street, what we saw House of Assembly, what we saw yesterday in Fox Hill, what we continue to see is their attempt to ensure that they could be able to capture, retain the momentum that they built on December 4th.
Okay. And this was not the first time we heard Brave Got to Go. We saw Brave Got to Go when Shane Gibson was vying for West Grand Bahama and Bimini.
From PLPs.
Okay, then.
From PLPs.
Okay.
From PLPs.
And that was not continuous. Okay.
They shut that down when...
The convention of the Free National Movement was not continuous.
Mm-hmm.
I said to you on Bay Street on the Wednesday when we were down there that throwing out the mace out the window was not going to be continuous. Did I not say that to you?
Yeah, but momentum in this country is fickle.
Okay, so now I said to you the next thing we're going to talk about is John Canoe. And we still talk about John Canoe in the Guardian and the Tribune today. Is who?
John Canoe to proceed.
And what did I say is going to happen in January?
John Canoe.
No.
What?
Man, I so broke. I need some help.
So nobody care about this no more?
But Saxons and get their money, and whoever get their money, but me. I got bills. You don't forget we got paid on the 18th of this month, you know. We ain't going to see money again until the end of when?
January.
Thank you very much, Jesus.
So you broke the whole of January.
We broke, and the Christmas tree still in your living room with light flicking up and down. Click, 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 and ain't a dollar in your pocket.
You mad now.
So you got to return some of them gifts back to the shop where they come from. You're praying God to give you the receipt, so you get a couple of dollars. And then guess what happened after? You can't even breathe yet. And we're coming next. Hey, baby, would you buy me for Valentine?
Oui.
We broke. The psychological situation in this country cannot allow you to dwell on brave got to go. Corruption came at a very good time. You said it, Christmas present. This is the last hit against the government for the year. The next hit is where are the jobs in the new year? Where are the promised jobs? Where's the manufacturing? Where are the new hotels? How my child can eat?
When you sell the hotel, did you sell the hotel yet?
You can bring a little carnation and a little card for Father's Day and Mother's Day and all the rest of them things. But guess what's going to happen in June? All these thousands of children in the school who coming out, where are they going to work, Mr. Howard Grant? What is the grade point average for these children coming out of school? Our country. You were so brilliant, Mr. Grant, and I just want people to know that this is the foundation with Howard Grant, 96.9 FM. But Howard, you said it yourself. You said, Mr. Garth, the way this country is now going, where is the future of our country if we do not stop this now? Some people have to be fired now. Did you not say that?
See, no administration has taken on the position of firing unless it's a big problem.
Is it not a big problem?
Yeah, but they don't consider it a big problem.
Who paid them to consider?
No. All of us.
We paid them to consider.
Yes, we voted for them to sit in the position and consider the future.
That ain't why we voted for them.
That's exactly why we voted for them.
No, that's not why we voted for them.
Constitutionally, that's the reason why we voted for them.
We did not vote for them to consider nothing. We voted for them to get rid of the last administration.
No, that ain't what we voted for.
Jesus Lord, man. We trying to get rid of these people. We can't get rid of these people. It's too much of them.
But you voted for the same people.
Yeah, but we got to figure this out. As a people, we have to figure this out.
Listen to me. You get rid of the FNM.
Okay.
And you put the PLP in.
Yes.
And you realize...
Is it any better?
It's no better.
It's no better. Okay, good.
And you wrote the PLP out.
We got to.
Then you put the FNM in.
Because they shame us.
And then you realize it's the same people.
So what are we going to do?
Then you vote the FNM out.
Okay.
And you put the PLP back.
Until we figure it out.
Then you realize, well, it's the same people.
Getting your pension and we ain't letting you have more than 5
They
years.
already get pension. They straight. They already get their pension. Jesus. These men and women have served some of them over a decade. They have already done their part.
Straight.
They straight.
Yeah.
The issue that we have, and we're looking at these particular things, as we look at it, as we lay it out, as we make a determination, the issue that we have is that are they willing to do the most uncomfortable thing?
Which is?
Fire people.
You can't fire your friend.
We're getting somewhere.
You can't fire
The
them.
closest they come to that is shuffling the cabinet.
Okay.
That is only to appease a social discontent.
Okay, so they had this thing, this conclave in Foxhill at the community center, right? So that the clergy could come together and talk about crime and all the other issues of our country. Yes? So let me ask a question then. If crime is such a big issue, you've had consultants for the last 3.5 years, don't you think you should change at least your consultants?
That's heavy what you're doing.
I just being practical. I'm a human resources major as well as a theology major. So you went and had church. I've been in church most of my life. I stopped going about 2-3 years ago. The hell with that. I said, people, let's be real about this. The man is hired to do a job to consult to eliminate crime. He's supposed to have a crime plan. I want the crime plan now. I want to see the plan that you have now. I want to see the plan that consultants put on the table. As a people, I want us to look this plan over and decide, is this a viable plan? Is the government prepared to adopt this plan? Or do we throw the plan away along with the consultants? I think it's only sensible, Mr. Howard Grant.
Well, the only thing that I've seen come forward, and I couldn't say whether or not the consultants has done this or whether or not this was concocted within the bosom of the organization from an administration standpoint or from a political standpoint.
Yes.
But the only thing that I've seen come forward after we've seen a significant increase in murders, right? I told you before, I said right up to 90 people getting murdered. That's double digits.
Yes.
Or we can do our best to keep it under
100.
100. I told you this.
That's what the commissioner said.
But as soon as we get over 100, they shift the blame.
Yes.
They say no longer it's them.
The man, the Grammy problem.
You're raising up criminals.
Yeah.
You're raising up criminals.
Yeah, it ain't our fault.
You doing this. Every dispensation they do the exact same thing. You could set your clock to that. You could set your watch to how these. That's all they do. There's no proactivity here.
You know what? How
these men react to what's happening in our society. Now, when we say we need an ultimate act of transformation, we need formality, we need nothing to exist under the guise of social media, and people have to always give you a preamble of allege. We need formality. We need you to put these men and women who are allegedly being brought up, their names being brought up for whatever, put them before a commission of inquiry. Let us formally understand what's happening and let us know where you stand as an organization.
So once you know what you can do after.
You know what they say? Well, it's too expensive.
Okay, so once you know what you can do.
They should prosecute after that.
Okay, how you can prosecute?
What you mean? After the commission of inquiry?
Yeah, how you can prosecute?
After you go to the commission of inquiry, you ask these particular questions. There should be formality to move towards correctiveness. You have to fix this. This have to fix.
But we all in the same circle. So when you come before the court,
that
you
don't matter.
Me, I can get me on $2
Listen to
million.
me. Listen to me.
If you accuse me, I get $2-3 million. If some other people I know went to court and get $2-3 million, God, Maynard Roosevelt getting $2-3 million. Don't call my name.
Listen to me.
I tell you how this thing is working.
Go to commercial break and be able to get the news, guys. So wait for 2 seconds, right? Listen.
Yeah.
There are over 3,000 people on the police force. Over 3,000 people on the police force. Okay?
3,000?
Yeah.
That's a lot of people.
All right, let's say the police force and the defense force, I think, let's say, have 67,000 people. Let's call them 67,000 people collectively. Okay, so if you identify that from these names that have been called, these are less than 50, these are less than 20 names.
Okay.
These are less than, you can't put the whole bucket of the Royal Bahamas Police Force and the Royal Bahamas Defense Force in the convictions or the lack thereof of 20 individuals.
Okay.
Fire these people.
I agree with you.
Get rid of these people. No garden leave. Put them out to the wilderness 100%.
You watch our story quickly before you go to break? Where the fellow was accused of raping a little child. You saw the video?
I didn't watch the video. I couldn't watch the video.
Man, the judge over there in the Eastern world, so when they found out the fellow raped a little baby, my Jesus Lord, they sent out an order immediately to have the man shot in the streets. When they find the fellow, they kill him right down in the street. They shoot him out. Bop, 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 bop. And you know what I said to myself? In Howard Grant voice? Jesus. It's a boy.
Now I can tell you one thing. You can't do that here.
No, we can't do that.
Enough commitment.
To
We
be
got
decent.
Rights Bahamas. We got human
decent.
rights. We got this. We got that. You can't kill the people in the road.
I tell you, boy.
Unless you on a squad. Oh, they just want to be decent. Ladies and gentlemen, let's take a good, decent let's take a commercial break, get the news. When we get back, we can talk about these things. I don't know if I got somebody coming in at 1:30.
Let them
So
come.
we can have a good conversation, all right?
Operation Eradication.
So, Operation Eradication.
Yes, sir.
I like it. Quick commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be right back after this.
Hello there. Merry Christmas, how you been? It's so good to talk to you again. It's been a long time. Can't explain why you crossed my mind. I guess it's just to say, gee whiz, it's Christmas.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM, streaming on GuardianTalkRadio.com and the Guardian Radio app, Nassau, Bahamas.
Try to rest, but roll with the best. For all your printing needs, there ain't no one better, no. For posters and banners, magazines and flyers, for window decals, greeting cards and newsletters. No job too big and there's no job too small. You name it, we can print it. Just give us a call. Let Print Masters bring your masterpiece to life.
Located in the Nassau Guardian Building, telephone 302-2361.
Ho, ho, ho! Get ready for Jingle All the Pay grand event with Everybody Wins. You can win a Cybertruck, a split of $50,000, and loads of more cash prizes via Spin the Wheel and the Cash Vault. It all goes down December 27th from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. at the FML lawn. To earn a ticket to win, spend $20 between December 9th and 27th at participating Everybody Wins stores. The more tickets, the more chances to win. It's gonna be live DJ, food. It's the Jingle All the Pay grand event with Everybody Wins. Game responsibly. This holiday season, stay connected to the ones you love with Alive. Switch today and get 5 gigabytes of data free with your first 30-day plan. Whether you're sharing holiday moments or enjoying Jonkaduwan Bay, Alive keeps you connected all season long. Visit BeAlive.com to make the switch today. It's good to be alive.
'Tis the season to be jolly, making Christmas merry and bright. Come shop and save with us, pay less and buy more with BWF Christmas Red Hot Clearance Sale up to 50% off. Going on now. Great savings on trees, ornaments, wreaths and garlands, snowmen, Santas and elves, Christmas leaves, gift boxes, and outdoor Christmas decors up to 50% off tent sale Saturday, December 14th, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Experience the magic of Christmas and save big with BWF. Going on now and tent sale Saturday, December 14th, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Red Hot savings include appliances, hand and power tools, hardware supplies, automotive supplies and accessories, lawn and garden supplies, kitchen and outdoor cooking supplies, barbecue grills, household supplies, Christmas supplies, Junkanoo and craft supplies, toys, floral decor, and so much more. BWF, we are more than just our name. Number 13 Wilton Street, telephone 394-0004 or 6. Check us out on Facebook. We ship to the Family Islands.
Merry Christmas, baby, and Merry Christmas, baby. Should it treat me nice?
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, 96.9 FM radio. Howard Grant and your company, the Foundation, live and in full effect on this beautiful Friday afternoon. Friday, December 13th, Friday the 13th, out here in the month of December. Hope you guys are not wild this evening and being able to do those things. We're here sitting with none other than Garth Roseborough just for another 30 minutes or so. I think I think Ian is going to be joining me. I'm not sure. But if he does, we're going to be chopping it down at 1:30, talk about what's going on at Direct Marketers. If not, we continue to be talking the way that we're talking. But Garth, when we rant, I just want to be able to be very clear. We've already identified these things. And our expectation is to be able to see from leadership to make a strong decision. You know, I can tell you a little bit about my business just for 2 seconds. My wife is a professional in what she does, right? And she could hear me now. So I'm going to tell her at the same time I'm telling you. She's a professional at what she does. So I need assistance in her area, okay? So when I ask her to do something, I didn't ask her to provide me information. I'm looking for resolution. I'm looking for execution, not information, because this is her area of expertise. So if I say, I need you to do such and such and such, she shouldn't have to come back to me and say, well, for me to do that, it's going to be this, it's going to have to do this, it's going to do all these things like that. She know I can give you the money. Just get it done for me. My point. The Bahamas don't need to come back to us and tell us the logistics of what needs to be done. No one cares, sir. No one cares about how expensive you think with our money it is to eradicate something that has been a cancer in our society. When a country has come to the brink of eradication, when we have come so close to the death of our name that we've developed so highly throughout the entire region, when now countries in this region are not English speaking, but are doing better than we are from a touristic standpoint, we are dying to the legacy that we've built over the years. We were a shining gem from a touristic standpoint for decades. And all of a sudden, we identify that there's issues. And to fix these issues, we got to fix some internal issues, internal customer service, like we talked about. And one of those major issues is corruption. This kind of a tip nature to identify and eradicate those particular things. And the very first thing that you say to us in your leadership capacity is that it's too expensive. Take some of the VAT money and pay for that.
Stop it, Howard, stop it.
Talk to me, tell me the truth.
Stop it. What's the travel budget for the Prime Minister?
I don't know. It's someplace in the thing.
It's somewhere in the thing?
Yeah, and I think they increased it also.
So why didn't we use some of that money?
Because he still have to travel.
To do what?
I don't know.
To bring back what? You realize the other morning I woke up and I recognized that there's some endangered species in our country. One of them is the Bahamian hutia.
Oh, I thought she was going to say men with conviction. Go ahead. Sorry. It's a different story.
The Bahamian Utia is found in the wild, especially around Little Inagua and those places. So you travel all the way around the world to go feed the gorilla, and you wouldn't feed the Bahamian Utia. I would like for you to feed the Bahamian Utia and let the world know we have an endangered species in our country, and we want scientists to come down, and we want them to go ahead and explore various ways to increase the population of the Bahamian Utia and wildlife in our country and conservation and those types of things. This is the type of leadership I want to see. I want to see the world zeroing in on the climate change of the Bahamas and saying what we can do to preserve our country. Right now, you mining this kelp from the land base through the forestry and in the well fields where all are sinking. We ain't sinking because of climate change out there. We sinking because we too doggone dumb. If you mow down all the high hills, Howard Grant, where do you expect the water to go and stay? Let me hear this. I mean, that ain't no rocket science. So when you go around the world talking about climate change and you're allowing them to do this travesty to the island I live on,
but they're still doing it.
Yeah, but that's why I get mad at these people.
But this is only a ploy. This ain't even real.
But say the word ploy again. Spell the word ploy.
Okay, so
P-L-O-Y. Spell it.
Let me fix this for you. The concept and idea of climate change is for carbon credits, right? So this pushing for carbon credits.
That ain't happening no more.
So this concept and idea for pushing for carbon credits is indicating that countries such as ours that are not major manufacturers and producers, we could be able to lend some quote unquote carbon credits to major countries who are doing that. So instead of us being able to truly eradicate this issue of major factories and all this pollution in the world, what we do is say, well, since this country is not polluting as much, and we could be able to use some of their potential pollution space and use it for that, and we'll pay them. So this is a ploy for money. This is peculiar for me, and I don't understand.
Is it working or has it worked?
I don't understand this.
Is it working or has it worked?
It can't work.
Okay, so it can't work. So we can talk about it next then. Because you're still mining the carbon to go build houses and buildings in New Providence.
The agitation wasn't for eradication. The agitation is capital. Us.
Who's us?
Whoever you agitating for.
The ones who can't afford a commission inquiry?
We can't afford that. We can't.
Even if we had the carbon credits, you think we could afford that?
We can't.
What I'm seeing here, Howard, is a sensitive government. You can't say nothing against this government and they don't feel offended. Everything to them is, why are you picking on me? How do you get this sensitive? I asked someone this morning, someone who's a bit soft to the government, I asked the question this morning, could you please tell me what major contribution this government has made towards the progression of our nation over the last 3.5 years? Give me something concrete, something solid that tells you that my country is going to be prepared for AI involvement, robotic manufacturing, etc. Tell me something that we have done to even just prepare the ground for such to take place for the future.
They couldn't
flying cars and all type of stuff happening around the world. Cars that drive themselves, Tesla and stuff. You can't have a Tesla in your Providence, man.
Oh, they're Teslas.
The Tesla can tell you where the pothole is.
There are Teslas here.
Because the Tesla tell you where the pothole is.
No.
You got to tell you where the lamppost is. With the wire hanging down in the middle of the road. Going to tell you these things?
No.
Where they just dig up the hole yesterday to go put the pipe down in the road after they just paved it last year. They can't tell you these things. We're not prepared. And I'm saying, do show me the preparation, Howard Grant. Show me the preparation. Show me the foundation that you're laying for tomorrow's world and tomorrow's generation. And there's nothing that person could tell me today for the last 3.5 years.
The eradication of corruption, the fight against corruption could be able to lead towards formality in our society.
How so?
Yeah, because the idea of anti-corruption, the idea of transparency, the idea of accountability with technology, right? Now you could be able to see things moving forward. You can't do that. If somebody got to get to fix that pothole in your road, you can't do that. If somebody, just for you to get your passport fixed, for them to be able to get a couple dollars, you can't do that. People function, they operate on this unseen. This is a supplemental form of income for people. They have already calculated in your money how much they got to get out of that before the government gets their required space. The last time Fred Mitchell was in this particular capacity for expedition in the office of the passport office, if you remember.
Immigration or foreign affairs?
Immigration, right?
Okay.
Foreign affairs, right? For you to be able to get your passport, for him to be able to expedite that, this was under the last PLP administration, they charged us an additional $200. Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
This was for expedition.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this was a $200 fee that was already baked in for certain people within that particular sector who would pay the $200 and you could get it done. Now, you may not necessarily know that this service was available. Hello?
No, people didn't know that.
You didn't know this service was available because that $200 didn't go to the government. It went to whoever was doing your work.
What?
So Fred Mitchell fixed it, and he made
I see what you're saying.
for us to expedite this. The government of the Bahamas needs an additional boom, 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 and we could be able to execute this accordingly.
Well, before you go to your phone, Howard, I'll tell you what was comical to me. Could I tell you what's comical?
Go ahead.
They had a meeting in Fox Hill at the community center to meet with the pastors. And it wasn't a meeting for repentance or confession. They wanted to get ideas and to pull people in. What type of thing this is, man? When has the church not been in the business of forgiveness and grace and mercy and people could pray and confess and tell their sins and ask for a better way? There was no divine service, man. That was a business meeting. Because I haven't heard anything come out of that meeting that propels this country forward in no which way or form. Man. But if the people are not serious, Howard Grant, then how you can expect the government to be serious, Howard Grant? For the last 25 years, we as a people, we have not been serious, Howard Grant.
The government can say what they have to say, all right?
Yeah, keep the job.
The government can do what they have to do. When the FNM showed up one day in front of a meeting that they were supposed to go to, as Fred Mitchell calls it, a sacred gathering and so forth. So, yeah. When the FNM showed up the next day, going into the sacred gathering of the House of Assembly, we saw PLPs.
Yeah.
It's a tit for tat, butter for fat concept. This is the reciprocity, the political reciprocity that we see in our country. This is how they play their games. And for all of us who are sober thinking and nationalistic in our concept and views that can look at this and say, this is garbage. We're a part of the
If I were to challenge you today, you and people like Leonard Sands and even a young man that was just sitting here,
Avery,
Mr. Lightbourne himself, do you think you all can sit together and create a successful plan to help reduce crime in this country?
Yes, absolutely, we could do that.
You think so?
Yeah, but crime is not, and I don't want to take on this kind of a concept and idea of being able to speak like, it's not solely for a small contingent of people to be able to think about this. If we come up with a concept, that concept has to do with getting in your house.
Okay.
That concept has to do with changing the mindset, the language, the approach to how these particular things are getting done. Crime is not going to be a quick fix.
Okay.
It has to work over the course of generations, over the course of administrations, to be able to reform and transform in our community. Let me see if I can take this call. Caller, go ahead. Caller, go ahead. 323-623-2, 325-4316, 325-4259, anywhere from the family violence, 242-300-5720. Hit me up, 422-4796. We need to get a couple minutes before 1:30, and then we're going to pull Ian in. Go ahead.
The reason why I asked you that question, Howard, is because I'm trying to really figure why have they not yet changed national security or the consultants? There are other people in our society that can assist with this.
That's an admission of guilt. That's an admission of failure.
But while you're afraid of this admission, people are dying.
People can die anyhow.
So
that's the humanistic logic.
We just had a Marcos alert. We're going to continue this process, this situation.
There is simplicity to the humanistic logic that people see. It's human.
Oh,
These things
Jesus,
are going to happen with or without me. I can't stop everything.
How would you know if it was me? I'd fire myself. Integrity.
You have to have integrity.
So you tell me these people lack integrity? You really believe they lack integrity?
They don't view themselves, and I can't speak for all of them, because we would have seen Damian Gomez years ago on some things.
Okay.
You remember these things, right? I can't say all of these particular men, and I believe that Alfred Sayers would be able to do the exact same thing, right?
Integrity, integrous.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So, but I believe that for the most part, they have calcified their mind for being able to identify some stuff. They don't have that kind of a social inclination to be able to look at us that way. They view us how they think we view ourselves. So they don't see value in you if you don't carry yourself as though that there is value in you.
Oh, mercy.
So they judge you and view you, for the most part, based upon how you carry yourself.
So what happens in the year of election?
The year of election, they try to remind you of your worth and value beyond how they see you.
So is
And
it hypocritical?
If you could, of course, it's hypocritical. But if you could be able to grab hold of what they saying to you about you, then they win. But if you view them in the light of what they represented and what they've shown you over the past 5 years or so, you would turn your back on them. But you won't do that. None of us would do that. And we sit here and accept this concept that a commission of inquiry is too expensive.
Would you like to see a commission of inquiry before you take that call?
I'd like to see these people get fired.
Okay.
I'd like to see the prime minister being able to stand up, perched, elevated in his position, and firing people.
You think he's going to do it?
No, he can't do that.
You got to be here to do it,
Because
right?
it's an admission of guilt. It ain't about him being here or there. It's an admission of guilt for the organization. The organization is saying to you, these decisions that we made were poor decisions. We didn't understand. We didn't do a proper vetting of these particular men. We didn't know that they were moving in these directions, blah, 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 blah. It's too much for us to explain to you. So we shuffle the cabinet. And shuffling the cabinet, still have these men serving at the pleasure of the prime minister.
Well, remember I told you how amazed I was at how our friend Branville McCarthy was in the helicopter finding all the shanty towns. He was all over Milo Butler Highway discovering all these shanty towns from the air. I said, man, this man don't play. But you know who else didn't play? That Hubert Alexander Ingram. Ingram tell the fella, park the car.
Yeah, because you can't supersede certain things.
Park the car.
Because why? Because why? The mud and pigeon peas existed in Abercourt long time.
There's
And
no
it
constituency.
grew exponentially every single year. And did nothing about it.
Park the car.
He didn't do nothing about it.
This prime minister can't say park the car?
Who park what car? He's not going to do that. And the only reason Branville was left out in the cold like that is because he had the tenacity to do what was required on the agreement or an understanding of what's happening in government. See, governments, this culture and concept supersedes the Constitution. The Constitution is a farce.
I said that yesterday to somebody.
The Constitution is not real. Not for these men.
I said that yesterday.
Until they need it.
Yeah.
It's not real. They push it aside. Their conviction and their party agenda is what fuels their direction. Let me see if we can take 2 telephone calls before we get it here. Caller, go ahead.
Y'all let's talk so much, you know.
All right, thank you, my brother. Caller, go ahead. Next call.
Yeah, good day. I'm Howard and God.
Hey.
First thing you need is the leader of the party to fire the Minister of Finance.
Minister of Finance.
The leader of the party?
The leader of the party is the Minister of Finance. I don't know what you're doing.
Okay, you need to fire yourself.
That's what you're trying to say.
That's what you're trying to say.
You see what I'm saying?
I see what you're trying to say.
And I need to give an account. Now, remember now, BPL, the group that they get into that scam with only 40 million, right? And then they say they raised 100 million. God, you got to lend Howard 150 grand.
I don't know if I got to save my life for his life. You'll find it.
Yeah, because I mean...
We know some people know how to fly planes to do some things.
Yeah, the scheme was not to include none of the people in St. Barnabas or in Fox Hill who only had 50,000 to be included.
Howard, catch yourself.
You see? Now, Howard and God,
Uh-huh.
they say BPL belong to the Bahamian people, right?
That's what they say.
I hope the two of you all have citizenship and could vote and all the rest of that. So that means that belong to me, you, I mean me and the two of you all and all the Bahamian citizens. We ain't talking about them other people like residents, permanent residents, and leave the other people alone for now. Just Bahamians I'm talking about. Now, 50,000. That does include a corner of it. That's in St. Barnabas or Fox Hill, right? If you take one street corner with 10 properties on both sides of the road, all right?
I'm listening to you. Go ahead.
Husband and wife in each home. That's $1,000 a piece. That's only 40,000, eh?
Okay. I'm listening to you.
That's 20 times 2. You see? Then you take the other $10,000 and divide that between one child of either home. That's another $500. You think in St. Barnabas, when they've been there last week trying to hoodwink them people, not even to run them and say, look, you don't want it, us, you don't care about us. And Fox Hills, that's when they go on there saying they have the divine worship. See, don't be trying to fool my people, because you got people like us who could think, and we need to show them. And what Pentad and Sam need to do, they go in them communities and show the people they never was including you all to be a part. They just want you to say, well, you get a light bill.
That's crazy what you're saying, my brother. I do appreciate your telephone call. Thank you so very kindly for your contribution like that. Garth, we're going to be able to continue these things next week, God spare. Well, I don't know if you're coming on. Well, next week we might have some remotes and some other things like that as we get closer to Christmas
too much rum
time.
cake. You can't eat too much rum cake, Howard.
He's
You know,
Baptist.
we don't play with rum cake in this country. Rum cake with Stoli in it.
With Stoli.
You gotta put
There's Hennessy.
As long as you don't put the rat bat down 180 proof.
Yeah.
That was the
Oh,
real
151. They got a 151.
All right.
This is heavy. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Garth Roseborough being able to talk to us about some things. So when we get back, we're going to talk with none other than Ian Thomas, all the way from Direct Marketers, and what's going on around town for the Christmas season. Going to take this quick break and be right back after this.
It's been a long, long time. I just can't figure out.
This Christmas, Fidelity Bank is still the one. With one easy monthly payment, one fantastic way to save, and one chance to win $5,000 in extra cash. Make that move to Fidelity Bank and apply for a personal loan for a chance to win extra cash today. Call 356-7764 for more details.
Fidelity, we're good for you.
Make Christmas merry and bright. Come shop and save with us. Pay less and buy more with BWF Christmas Red Hot Clearance Sale. Up to 50% off. Going on now. Great savings on trees, ornaments, wreaths and garlands, snowmen, Santas and elves, Christmas leaves, gift boxes, and outdoor Christmas decors. Up to 50% off tent sale. Saturday, December 14th, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Experience the magic of Christmas and save big with BWF. Going on now. And tent sale Saturday, December 14th, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Red Hot savings include appliances, hand and power tools, hardware supplies, automotive supplies and accessories, lawn and garden supplies, kitchen and outdoor cooking supplies, barbecue grills, household supplies, Christmas supplies, Junkanoo and craft supplies, toys, floral decor, and so much more. BWF, we are more than just our name. Number 13 Wilton Street, telephone 394-0004 or 6. Check us out on Facebook. We ship to the Family Islands.
The Grand Bahama News Tuesday in the Nassau Guardian. You can buy your local paper at Freeport convenience stores, Western Bakery, De Gregory's Fine Foods, and Bellevue Gifts. Now is the time to reach your Grand Bahama Market with affordable packages, including print and digital. Call GB News sales representative Kavandre at 822-6717 or message him on WhatsApp for ad rates. Classified ads are now available every Tuesday as well. Keep up with everything Grand Bahamian every Tuesday in the Nassau Guardian.
It's that time of year again, and Colombian Emeralds International wants to show our appreciation to you, our valuable customers, with our annual Customers Appreciation Day sale. 50% plus an additional 15% off on Friday, December the 13th and Saturday, December the 14th from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. at their Rawson Square and Port Lucaya Freeport locations. There'll be prizes and surprises every hour. So come and celebrate this holiday season with some sparkle and give the gift of memories that will last a lifetime with Colombian
Let Kelly's
Emeralds.
House and Home be your one-stop shop this holiday season. We have Christmas decorations, beautiful giftware, linens for every room in your home, paint, and of course, toys. If you don't know what to buy someone, we can recommend a Kelly's House and Home gift card at kellysbahamas.com to make your shopping even easier with in-store pickup. We're open Monday through Saturday from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. and on Sundays through December 22nd from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, 96.9 FM radio. Howard Grant and your company, live and in full effect, making modifications to this Friday. You know, we normally hear from him on Thursday. We had to be able to make some shifts, but I'm grateful that he's here sitting with us today. None other than Ian Thomas, all the way from Marketers. My brother, say good afternoon to the people out there.
What's going on?
I live in giving God praise. What's happening with you?
Man, I right here, man. It's good to be here. How you doing?
Fantastic, my brother. I'm grateful that you're here with me.
Yeah, man. I missed you yesterday, but I listened out and you did a pretty good job.
I appreciate
Not a
you.
bang-up job. The weather? Yeah, man. No, man, seriously, man.
Not a bang-up job.
You did a bang-up job. No, what happened, man?
Well, thank you. I appreciate you.
Well, Howard, my neighbor said yesterday morning, him and his wife woke up, and now it's 2 mornings in a row that they woke up, and it's been a bit nippy. So the weather, it's been a bit nippy. So he turned over to his wife and says, "Honey, even though it's chilly outside."
This is a lot, but you do
This
it
is
today.
a lot. This is a lot.
So,
Howard?
you know, where do you get this stuff from?
Howard, come on,
Where do
man.
you get this stuff from? Do you study for this? Do you like...
My pastor.
Your pastor?
Yeah.
I'm not going to fight you,
He's
my
an
brother.
awesome guy. Hey, listen here, man. Let me introduce myself, man. My name is Ian Thomas, and I am from Direct Marketers. Direct Marketers, of course, is a marketing company where we specialize in radio, TV, print, social media, and e-blast. So if you have a business or a business idea, you want to know how viable it is, please feel free to give me a call at 552-0212. 552-0212. Dial 552-0212. That's 552-0212. Man, Howard, you got this thing down pat. Hey, listen, man, it's so
trying to help
important.
you.
So important that people advertise their business. So many people call me all through the week and they're like, hey, listen here, I got this product, I got that product. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, if you have a product or a business or whatever it is, and you're not marketing, you're not advertising, you're not doing any promotions, that's right, it's going to show in your sales because you ain't going to have none. It's going to be very limited time that you're going to be in business.
Remember.
You have to remember.
Who's that? Who's that?
That is, he's a girl now? Who is that? Who's that? Is that person?
It's Mufasa, sir.
Mufasa, yeah, Mufasa. You're right there from 36th Street. Right across the road from that CVS.
Mufasa?
Mufasa.
From Lion King, sir.
Oh, okay. I know it's my boy.
Go ahead.
I know it's Bobo Mufasa.
Is there a Bobo Mufasa?
Yeah, true. Lily the Wally Garner.
I didn't know.
Yeah, man, Bobo Mufasa. Hey, listen here, Howard. Primor Packaging. You don't never hear about them. I never tell you about them.
Primor?
Yeah, write it down. Primor Packaging. They sell a product called CIF Purpose Cleaner. CIF Multi-Purpose Cleaner. I use it right now in my house, and it doesn't just smell fresh and clean, but it actually makes your house feel fresh and clean. And these people are writing me, which they shouldn't be doing while I'm here on the thing. Yeah, so I never thought I can get excited about something like this. No, I've been taking it for granted. But
Excited, sir?
Yeah, about a
Did you take one of the little?
about a multi-purpose cleaner. How it is really, really good, man. It makes your house it makes your house feel better. You ever been in a room like you feel lighter? It's just yeah. Okay.
It's a child.
No, okay. I know what you're talking about.
Go ahead.
Yeah, but so listen here. The importance of your surroundings feeling clean and smelling clean, and it is clean, is so important. My housekeeper, she uses
You get a
it.
good sleep like that too, you know.
Yeah, now you're talking. Yeah, because you feel good.
I can't. So my wife she likes like lobster and crab and kind of weird stuff like
Right.
that. I don't.
Right.
I in fact, I detest this stuff.
Okay.
I love her.
Yeah.
So she could have her.
Yeah,
thing.
she likes her stuff. You like your
However,
stuff.
you can't. If she boils it and cooks it,
Yeah,
and so
it's in the
forth,
air.
It's in the air.
It's almost on the
If you
the
leave
walls.
the room door open, it in the room.
Yeah.
Sometimes because I'm
Penetrates.
sensitive to it, it feel like it in my clothes. So anytime she cook it, I got to clean down, wash down, mop, dump the garbage, everything.
I have one for you now. I think it's in my car. If not, you'll still get it later. It's a nice, beautiful bottle. I wish we had video so you'd be able to
Actually,
people
we
would be able
on-
to see it.
we on
I know. I
live.
saw you online before I came here.
Yeah.
But I'm going to give you the
In the
bottle.
lobby
It's a
also.
nice spray bottle. I gave one to my mom, my sister. I gave some to the other radio stations I was at. But I want you to get it. It smells so refreshing. It's the new new thing right now. It's taking over from all those other cleaners that we've been used to all those years.
What's it
And
called? CIF?
CIF multi-purpose cleaner. It's in most of the big brand food stores. And if you are interested in putting it in your smaller store, maybe your small food store, give them a call at 436-6951. 436-6951. 436-6951. And somebody is going to win a whole case. So someone WhatsApp right now, I'm going to give away about 10.
How much coming in?
Individually. I'm not sure if there's going to be 10 or 12 in a case, but someone can win a whole case. So someone WhatsApp right now, WhatsApp them and say, listen here, what the phrase is what I want you to say now. I want be clean. Just put I want be clean. And get yourself a bottle of CIF multi-purpose cleaner. It smells so
I
good.
want be clean.
I want be clean.
436-6951.
Good. I was like I said, my housekeeper in the kitchen and removing those bathroom and
You just gotta
countertop
flex
stains.
on us, don't you?
What's that about?
You got to flex on us.
What about?
I'm my housekeeper.
Listen,
Is that how you talk about your wife?
No. My
Why did I say-
housekeeper. She's a wonderful person. Hey, Consuela.
Consuela.
Yes.
Consuela.
Yes.
Okay, I like this.
Buenos tardes, Consuela. Yes, she's cool, man. She's really cool. She does a great job too.
Did you
Alan.
ever watch Fun with Dick and Jane?
No.
You know what?
Yes,
Fun,
I did. Yes,
Fun
I
with
did.
Dick and Jane?
Yes, I did.
When he was caught in the Mexican jail, and he said, "No, I'm American. I'm American." He said, "Let's call your house, friends." He called the house. He said, and then the little boy who was getting taught by the trainer, by the Spanish woman.
Yes.
He answers the phone. Hola.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. So he threw himself right off,
You gotta
man.
stop.
But listen here, man. But she does a wonderful job. Big up to her. But I gotta promote the product. The product does
CIF multi-purpose cleaner.
multi-purpose cleaner. Some people use
Why you
it.
bring the bottle for me?
I think I left the bottle in the car. I'll get it before we leave. If not, then I'll get it the next time I see you. What
When
else
you
I
got
want to
these
tell
products, bring it so I
Yeah,
can
I
take a
get it,
picture.
man, so you can carry
and
it.
I can put it on my Facebook page.
Oh, well, I have it in my phone. I'm going to forward it to you like that. Okay, cool. Okay, I got it like that. Okay. So what do some people use it for? Some people use it on their upholstery and stainless steel appliances. As a result,
Stainless steel too?
you can use it
It
on
don't need
stainless
the
steel.
kind of smudgy thing on
Not
your.
at all.
For those persons who have the stainless steel fridge and stuff like that.
Yep.
You can spray it on the fridge, wipe it down, no smears, no stuff like that.
You got it,
Okay,
papi.
cool.
Now I sing in Spanish now again. So that CIF
That's what I got
multi-purpose
you.
cleaner. Use it. Check it out in your supermarket aisle. Call them or WhatsApp them 436-6951. Like what I also want to let people know.
Text I want be clean.
I want be
to win
clean.
a case.
Now, some people ask me who are good candidates for purchasing CIF multi-purpose. Everybody from homeowners to shops and offices, restaurants, hotels, hospitals, and more.
This ain't just smell good.
It smells good and it really
Yeah,
works.
because
And
if
it works.
it's just a perfume, then
No. We met with housekeeping departments from 2 major hotels and about 7 boutique hotels, and they made a complete change. And they discontinued with
so that
what
means
they
that
were
this
using.
is also affordable.
It is affordable, right? So it smells so good and it works. How it is just does. I've seen some
You're
stuff
emphasizing
online.
it smells so good, it make me feel like
No, it smells good and it works, ladies and gentlemen. That's it. Like I want to say,
you know that there's guys out here who spray these,
tangs on them in their bed.
Oh my God!
No, man, I ain't no. They ain't that type.
So
wine.
you know the same cologne, eh?
Fresh and
Smell
clean.
good.
Fresh and clean. Man, go ahead. They also want to let you guys know that they deliver anywhere that you want in Nassau and to the Family Islands. You can get a discount right now where you can purchase a case of 12 bottles. Oh, there's a case of 12 bottles for $37, which is very inexpensive. And start to go ahead and transform your whole cleaning routine. And I just want you to act right now. Get CIF multi-purpose cleaner because every space deserves to be shining and clean. 436-6951, 436-6951. Be the lucky person and get yourself a free bottle, or be the lucky person and win a whole case from Primor Packaging.
But you got to give them a text 436-6951.
Yep, definitely. EcoFlow Delta Pro generator. But how would these people sell more generator coming on your show? They say one thing, but Howard, his listeners, they is react. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been talking about this now for the past couple of months, maybe 6 months, but this is the ideal time to go ahead and step up your game and purchase yourself an EcoFlow
It's
Delta
affordable,
Pro
by the way.
generator. It is affordable, and it's a great gift for yourself or for someone you
You
care
got
about.
all them lights and you ain't pay your power bill.
That's what I trying to say. But you don't want to be caught in the dark, though. Especially around this time, you're hanging out with your family, and then the power company just does something that's
You don't wanna be caught in the
unpredictable.
dark.
Yeah, you don't want to be caught in the dark unless you're.
You still don't want to be caught in the dark.
Yeah, no.
If you're in the dark, the entire purpose is to hide.
Now you got that right. And listen about Howard. These people, who you get a portable generator for? You can get it for your apartment, your home, your Airbnb, especially those individuals living on the family island. What are some of those islands that always call you and say, power out? Is it Eleuthera?
Eleuthera.
Eleuthera. Yeah, people in Eleuthera, people in Abaco call me a couple of times. But everywhere I go, a lot of people from Eleuthera call me. Ladies and gentlemen, having a generator doesn't require you going to go and break the bank and you don't got no more money leaving your account, nothing. You can get a generator
Unless
for
you
slow.
didn't have none in the first place.
Unless you was dead broke before. In that case, you don't need no generator. You just need
Two candles is
one them fan from the church. But the price is as low as $335, $335 all the way up to $4,224. Let me give you the phone number for EcoFlow Delta Pro generator. It's the parent company is JS Steel, but let me give you the phone number: 327-4504. 327-4504. 327-4504. Ask for Jennifer, Sean, or George. They're going to take care of you. Like Howard said a couple of weeks ago, he says, Ian, you can't forget individuals who are home, maybe dealing with an illness, and they might have a medical device that needs powering, such as maybe a CPAP machine or a ventilator, or some people get those automatic adjustable beds, all these type of stuff. You need your power on all the time. And what else I like about it, the device, it comes with a big lithium battery. So it's the same battery that Tesla uses in their electric vehicles. So you know it's strong. What we do is you plug it in while the electricity is on. It charges up the battery, holds that power. That's about 8 to 9 hours worth of power. Now your electricity goes off. Now you can go there and plug in your phone, your TV, your laptop, your iPad. You could plug in, some people plug in their fridge, some people plug in even their air conditioner, their washer and dryer, whatever it is. And another thing I like about it, it's upgradable. So let's just say you need more power. You can just get another device. That's why I said the starting range is $335. But if you want to, if you need more power, you might demand more power. You get a second one, and you just increase until you are satisfied.
One of the things you've never spoken about is there's sort of an idea. If people want, let's say they want the highest top tier one, right?
Yes.
They can't afford it right now.
Okay.
But they got $1,500. They won't come put the $1,500 down.
Right.
They won't bring you $500 a month.
Okay.
For 60 days or whatever the case may be.
Okay.
Or 90 days, however you can set it up. And just be able to do those objective.
Yes.
Because we know who we are.
Yes.
If I keep the $1,500,
You might spend it.
you
will spend it.
I ain't might spend that.
Oh, you will spend it.
That finish.
Right.
But if I invest this, I know now I have to always return to you.
Right.
Because I didn't put.
So you're talking about someone like a payment plan?
A payment plan.
So, okay, well, they haven't given me the authorization to talk about that. But if you're doing something like that, the reason why it's upgradable, now $1,500 can get you, well, you see how many times 335 goes into 15, then you'll be able to have that amount. That can start you off. So let's just say you're not able to plug in your fridge or whatever with your $1,500 package. As you would go ahead and
essentially,
prioritize.
you can start small.
You can start small and prioritize. You say, Lord, I just need my phone on. I just need my phone, my laptop, and my TV on. Everything else could wait later on. Then you say, I might want these other things. So it's upgradable, and that's what people like about it.
You could keep building.
You can
on
keep
it.
building until you have you have the desired amount of power that you're looking for, and that's a wonderful thing. And with you saying that, individuals on the family island, this is so important. That's a great idea. I think I'm going to talk it over with JS Steel, the company of EcoFlow Delta Pro, and see if that's something that they would entertain, because you know what, you really don't. When my generator was down, I felt terrible. Because, you know, we just drive out and sit by the ocean, catch some cool breeze till it come back on. But now you don't have to move. Keep the lights on, keep the power on, reduce your reliance on the power company, and get yourself a generator. And it's portable. You can carry it to the beach, carry it wherever you want to go, and it can cook right up to your panel, your indoor panel. It doesn't have any emission. It doesn't go any gas, any diesel, any propane, nothing. It's just a device that runs off a huge lithium battery, and it's quiet, nothing to worry about. Once again,
so you say it's JS Steel.
JS Steel.
All right, let's put the numbers on there. I got to take this quick break. 327-4504. 4504.
Yes.
327-4504. When we get back, we can talk a little bit more about that and find out some other products. Quick break. Going to be right back.
Show me a wine. It's a Bahamian Christmas time. Hey!
Marco's Pizza. Our signature calzones feature our handmade dough, stuffed with toppings, our fresh 3-cheese blend, served with a side of pizza sauce. For a limited time, order 2. That's right, 2 of our 2-topping calzones and 1-liter Coke for only $15. Restrictions apply. Customize your calzones right now at marcospizzabahamas.com. Now closing at 11:30 p.m. on Fridays and Saturdays.
Janae's Christmas Wonderland is open under the Big Tent. Get 20 to 50% off selected Christmas decorations. Restrictions apply. Trees in pink, frosted green or white in a variety of sizes. LED and laser lights, a large variety of tree ornaments, lighted angels, Santa tree toppers, bright and lively colored Christmas balls, garlands, wreaths, red and white stringed cranberry, tree skirts, stockings, and lots more. Add flowers, picks, and decorative mesh to brighten up your home or office this holiday season. And don't forget the toys at Janae's Chesapeake Road. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Janae's Limited. WhatsApp 817-3295. Standard Services on Shirley Street, your everything Christmas store, has the perfect gifts just for you. Now until December 24th, you can get 5 to 50% off everything in store, plus 20% off Christmas lights, 25% off artificial Christmas trees, Christmas decorations, and all toys. Standard Services, just around the block with everything in stock. They have everything you need to keep everyone happy this Christmas season. Get the perfect gifts, plus 5 to 50% off everything at Standard Service Everything Christmas Store. Open Sunday, December 22nd.
'Tis the season to be jolly, making Christmas merry and bright. Come shop and save with us. Pay less and buy more with BWF Christmas Red Hot Clearance Sale, up to 50% off. Going on now. Great savings on trees, ornaments, wreaths and garlands, snowmen, Santas and elves, Christmas leaves, gift boxes, and outdoor Christmas decors, up to 50% off tent sale, Saturday, December 14th, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Experience the magic of Christmas and save big with BWF. Going on now, and tent sale Saturday, December 14th, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Red hot savings include appliances, hand and power tools, hardware supplies, automotive supplies and accessories, lawn and garden supplies, kitchen and outdoor cooking supplies, barbecue grills, household supplies, Christmas supplies, Junkanoo and craft supplies, toys, floral decor, and so much more. BWF, we are more than just our name. Number 13 Wilton Street, telephone 394-0004 or 6. Check us out on Facebook. We ship to the Family Islands.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
Let the kiddies have the toys. Let the grown-ups make the noise. Give the neighbors all the presents.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Real quick, we got to be able to dive into these things. We're sitting here with none other than Ian Thomas, all the way from Direct Market, is talking to us about what is available for Christmas. So we got the Pre-More packaging, the CIF multi-purpose cleaner. We want you guys to be able to text 436-6951 and ensure that you can be able to win your package, your case, be able to get those things. So hit that up. And then now we're hearing about the EcoFlow Delta Pro.
Yep.
JS Steel has that available. 327-4504, 327-4504.
I want to tell you about Paradise Restaurant. Do you eat Creole food, Haitian food?
I've
You
never.
I want you to try that, man. They're located on Mini Street South of Cordo Avenue. The phone number, let me get you really quickly: 677-1341, 677-1341, or 558-4211.
I hear about the pickle, I hear about the griot, I hear about all these things like that, but I've never tried it.
Yes, man. Well, you can dine in while also enjoying a game of pool right down there at the restaurant.
I'm very peculiar.
Well, you got to try something. I was there, and she gave me this big, huge plate with the rice, with these beans on top, with these, and there's the pickles on the side, and it was the chicken.
You know when I ate it like this?
Oh, my God.
You know when I ate it
And I had
similar
pork.
to that?
Yeah.
I had something similar to that when I lived in Cuba.
Okay.
Now, when you was in this kind of a space, they come to your table. You pay
Right.
like $2.
Right.
Right.
Uh-huh.
$2 American dollars.
Right.
They bring this big pile of rice, big pile of meat. They bring you juice, which is called a toki. They bring you this. They bring you that. We piled up $2,
Yes.
6 of us.
Yes.
All right. So that's the closest I would have come to eating that kind of a thing. But I've
Man,
never
well, let me
had
tell you
Haitian
something.
food.
It is so good. I want you.
So this
or
is
you-
Paradise.
Paradise Restaurant. It's right there located
Mini Street.
on Mini Street. You got they also carry the Haitian soda called Quan.
Do you know I was there before?
You were?
I was there before.
Okay then.
Well, not for food. My guy told me, he said, Howard, let's go somewhere. My barber.
Yeah. And y'all went
So
there.
he said, Howard, let's go somewhere. So I said, where you taking me? He said, I can take you to this place.
Yeah.
It's a really nice place.
But you didn't eat.
I didn't eat anything.
He ate.
I didn't know where he was taking me.
Oh, okay.
So I walked inside, right?
And then you said, oh, okay.
And
I was
everybody
here.
looked at me like, you know, like with the crickets, like.
Yeah, but that food in there is busting. Number one.
I saw everybody
Creole
was
food.
around the kitchen.
Yes.
Waiting on food.
Yes, they got a nice pool table in there too. They have a nice area for a band that they come and they play on the weekends and everything like that.
Really?
It's really, really good. You can check them out
So there's
on
the little
TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram.
compa in there. The compa and
Yeah,
dancing.
They
and
got all that stuff happening there. Proud. When you go back there, you could even try. They got some fried wings with sautéed onions. Everybody loves that. If you're in the mood for seafood, they've got the fried snapper, seasoned to the bone. Man, you could taste the seasoning in every bite. Plus, they got the main dish that everybody gravitates to. Which is the pork. Now, be mindful, Howard. Both snap and the pork is served with plantain and salad and pickles. So you can create your own options when you're over there. And you can get order wings to go along with that. But honestly, everything was fantastic. I enjoyed the food so much. It was mouth-watering. They carry Bahamian and Haitian dishes. And it's, you'll be wasting your time if you try to go to any other Creole restaurant. You got to go to Paradise Restaurant on Mini Street. You're going to fall in love with the restaurant and the menu, just like me. So many other patrons go there and they enjoy themselves. I was there. They even brought some people from the ship. Some tourists came down there. They had a great time. Let me tell you, someone's going to win a free dinner if you WhatsApp them at 558-4211, 558-4211, 558-4211. Give them a call, and we're going to see what's happening
This
with
is
Paradise Restaurant.
558-4211.
They're located on Mini Street, south of Cordo Avenue.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's a great thing right there. I see time is getting really short. Ladies and gentlemen, people are still asking me about Candid Security. So I want you guys, if you have a business and you have any huge sums of money to move, these guys are number one
Christmas time.
in transferring money. Yes. You want to give them a call. They're located in Polaris Drive, Freeport, and in Nassau on Carmichael Road. And these guys are just definitely number one when it comes to doing all that stuff. The company goes overboard to protect and secure everything that they transport.
We know.
Whether it's aviation or maritime industry, restaurants, hotels, retail, they do it all. That's Candid. They give you peace of mind, and they cater also to any company in the financial sector or construction. Their phone number is 352, this is in Freeport, 352-5499, 352-5499, and in Nassau, 361-5499, 361-5499. So you want to give them a call.
These are the security officers
These are yes.
who diffuse.
Yes, they diffuse any issue. So
I like this.
Yes, what I want to say. Yeah, so from Armored armored car vehicles to mobile patrol services. That's what they're known for. You want to go online, check them out at Candid, CANDID, CANDID.net. I gave you the phone number. And if you know somebody who may be interested in becoming a security guard, they don't have a job right now, and you say, you know what? Try to go ahead and put your
Get off
paperwork
my
in.
couch.
Go
Sorry.
down there, carry, as long as you have a police
I thought
record,
this is what we-
as long as you have a police record and good work ethics, Candid Security is willing to bring you on board.
I sick and tired of you on my couch. Go find something to do. But you know,
Man,
job.
let me give you their phone number, man. Located, like I said, on Polaris Drive, Freeport, and in Nassau, Carmichael Road. The phone number in Nassau, 361-5499.
What would you say?
361.
Oh, 361. I
361.
didn't know where we were going with this.
361 5499, and in Freeport 352-5499, 352-5499. I see my time is completely up, but someone's messaging me right now. They say, Ian, give me that same thing what Howard like. I said, a bully pill? They said, a bully pill.
Stop telling
Get
people
that
Howard like
bully
that.
pill.
That's a lie.
Men, get that bully pill. A bottle of 6 for only $55, and it works.
It's Christmas time.
It's all natural. You drink some water,
Give your woman
you
a
take
gift.
the pill, in half an hour, you have a really good time.
She only got one gift for you.
Only one gift.
She got one gift for you. The gift that keeps on giving.
The gift that keeps on. Oh, you got
You
it, man.
can't get the gift if you can't get the gift.
Well, brother,
You gotta get the gift.
call me for that bully pill. 5520212,
So you can get your gift.
and so you get your gift.
Praise Jesus.
5520212. It's all natural, so it doesn't interfere with anything else you're taking.
Mm-hmm.
Get that bully pill. It's gonna wake up that sleeping giant. You're gonna have a nice, hard, stiff erection that you haven't had in a long time, and you're gonna be able to
It's
please
Christmas
your
time.
woman.
The children in the car. Stop it.
Sorry, yeah, I said an election. You're gonna have a stiffened election.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
so yeah,
Praise
big time. Doesn't matter. I have guys from their 20s all the way up to guys. I have an 82-year-old guy, and he keeps going and going and going and going.
He need to stop. Praise God. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Ian Thomas all the way from Direct Market is talking to us about what's going on around town. If you want to be able to hear more about that and find out more information from him, how we can be able to get these things, 552-0212. 552-0212. That's the show today, Friday, December 13th. Enjoy your weekend. Have a beautiful time, ladies and gentlemen. Be safe out there. Be cautious and very clear with your understanding that this is Christmas time. Some people are on edge. They broke. They ain't got no money, but they still want things. Don't fight them. Be decent out there. We're going to see you on Monday. Godspeed right here on The Foundation.